Assalamu alaikum ji. Welcome back to Kahe, Kazi. My guest today was Asad Monga, who's just a cook.
Yeah.
We get to speak.
I aspire to be a cook.
You're one of the best in the city, dude. Like,
no, man.
It's the truth. Whatever.
trying.
I don't know. Ask Ali Sumbro. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Yeah.
We get to speaking about traditional gender roles, about pursuing the culinary arts, about what it is to be a chef, be a head chef in Karachi.
Yeah.
About and about what it is to become enamored by the culinary spirit of the subcontinent,
Yeah.
and how
I guess we spoke about that.
yeah, we spoke about that, but mostly about how people can be really cruel to people from the service
Yeah.
industry.
People are real dicks.
People are real dicks sometimes. Enjoy. Three, two, one. Asad Monga. How you doing, Asad?
I'm good. How
Yeah?
are you?
All right. So now we're going.
Okay, now we're on.
Yeah, now we were going, and you were talking about how your grandfather
Yeah.
is now proud that you've taken your family name.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I used to know you as Asad Amir.
Yeah.
Right?
And dude, मेरा passport पे भी ID card पे सब पे असद आमिर ही है.
हाँ.
वही है नाम मेरा और but it's just that Asad Monga is in a way unique.
Uh-huh.
And also, like I told you earlier, कि वो Instagram पे असद आमिर किसने लिया हुआ था.
Bro, see, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? So your official name is Asad Amir,
Yeah.
right? But Instagram page, so everyone knows you. आपकी मशहूरी जो है,
Yeah.
you know, I just know you like we're ancient, right? I know you from 12 years ago,
Yeah.
right? But आपकी मशहूरी जो है, वो असद मोंगा से है.
Hmm.
So what really is your real name?
Dude, it's Asad Amir Monga. So
That's it. That's it. It's just a conjunction.
Yeah. So
That's
just-
fantastic.
that's just it.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm fantastic.
I'm glad to be here, and like I said earlier, thanks for the beverages.
Of course, dude. Thank you for coming, man. I really wanted to have this conversation
Yeah.
because so I remember a metalhead, right, from 12 years ago,
Yeah.
and then I start hearing कि you're working at a fine dining establishment, and I'm
Yeah.
like, ठीक है, manage कर रहा होगा,
Yeah.
you know, some MBA shit, you know,
Yeah.
जो normal, जो मर्दाना
Yeah.
एक चीज होती है. You're the head chef, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be. You know, I'm.
You're the fucking head chef. You're the head chef.
I'm trying to manage a place which seems unmanageable or super chaotic, because the kitchen is I consider it as a fever dream. You know, just being inside a kitchen, because there's so much shit happening around you.
Sure.
And there's like so many sharp things, hot things around you, lots of noise.
That particular place though aims to be chaotic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
There's no set menu and all those things.
Yeah. There is a set menu. There is a static menu.
Okay.
But of course, because it's super customizable.
Okay.
It's of course it depends on the time, the kind of I don't know how do you say क्या capacity है उस वक्त मेरी भी और लड़कों की भी.
Right.
कि
Okay.
अगर हम लोग कर सकते हैं कुछ तो हम करेंगे out of the blue kind of thing, or improvise, or you know, just like make something just उसी वक्त जो भी हमारे पास है उस वक्त fresh है, अच्छा है, we just
Dude,
whip it.
that's so cool, man. That's so cool to me. Like as an experience, right?
Yeah.
And also to hear you, because we grew up.
Yeah.
मतलब together तो नहीं उससे
नहीं
पहले
बस समझ लो we grew up बस.
हाँ.
So we grew up in the same kind of
environment,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And look at how I turned out. But you're doing this brilliant thing, man. You know?
Thanks. That's very
It's
kind.
fantastic, man. Okay. But guide me through it. So we had similar subjects in A levels, economics and all that stuff.
Psychology, economics,
Sociology, yeah.
English.
English literature. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happens then after that?
Yeah, I remember this is right after A2.
Okay.
जब हमारे exams हो गए थे, and this was a time where everybody was applying for college and
Yes.
stuff. Remember
Yes.
that time?
Yes. Yeah.
So उस वक्त I was super close to Zaid those days, Zaid Rahim.
Zaid Rahim.
The gentleman who's a lawyer now.
He's super smart. That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
He's also very pretty. I don't know, man.
So Zaid and I, we were like, हम लोग जुड़ गए थे साथ. We're like, fuck, हम क्या करेंगे यार अब college, what the fuck are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go? Or सारे all these people were like applying to the US or the UK, and we're like, fuck, bro, हम क्या करेंगे? And we were already like fucking probably late, you know, in deciding or thinking कि किस तरह का करना चाहिए, कहाँ apply करना चाहिए. So we were doing a collective research together, and Kuala Lumpur, it's interesting how you have the map.
I studied there, no?
Yeah, even I did.
Okay.
So we went to Taylor's together.
Okay, but that's a law-ish university.
No, it's उधर बहुत सारे schools हैं. School of Hospitality है, School of Law है, School of Architecture है. It's a fucking huge university. लेकिन वहाँ का hospitality is pretty good. I mean, in terms of Southeast Asia, it's one of the best there.
Okay.
And वहाँ फिर we applied there.
Okay.
Through इधर ही locally उनकी IB भी थी एक जैसे ना expo पे नहीं होती education expo type. तो वहाँ boys आए हुए थे. तो हम लोगों ने we went there, we applied, and we gave the admission fees, whatever, and we were meeting the requirements for the grades and stuff. I was like, Malaysia है यार क्या grades का, you know, but still हो गया. And then we went, and it was awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Me and Zaid were like roommates for a year and a half.
Good decision.
Yeah, we were chilling together. It was a great experience, because Kuala Lumpur in general is such a, I know it's an overused word, melting pot. लेकिन वाकई है.
Bro, है
वहाँ. और वहाँ मेरे जो बैच में लोग थे, they were from different parts of Africa, from Iran, from
Beautiful,
Indonesia, from Malaysia itself, some from South Africa, some European countries, there were some French people, some people from Finland. So it was a super diverse scene, and it was nice. It was I think culinary wise there was a great experience also, but in terms of just interacting with people from other cultures.
But I think the proclivity of the native people of Malaysia also lends itself to that, where obviously बोला जाता है America is a melting pot, but America के जो locals हैं, they're very strong. You know, they're very strong-headed.
I've never been to America, so I can't really.
But they had their opinionated, you know.
Okay.
So are you one of the Muslims or Pakistan? This and that. Malaysia, they're very defensive, very passive. You know.
Yeah.
And so they allow all these cultures to flourish. Like,
of course, yeah.
You know. I think
वहाँ and I was living. मैं जिस apartment में रह रहा था, I was in a Hindu and Chinese dominant place.
Okay.
So मेरे बिल्कुल अपार्टमेंट के सामने गुरुद्वारा था जो really beautiful, you know, those structures that are made with lots of those Hindu gods and really colorful gurdwara type, like a whole
उनका जो
tomb like thing तो नहीं बोलूँगा मैं, but
temple system
yeah,
होता है
temple,
उनका.
it was a temple. वहाँ बहुत cool scene होता था. कभी कभार आप जा रहे हो बाहर, वहाँ कोई festival लगा हुआ है, मिठाइयाँ बांट रहे हैं, कलाकार
nice.
It was nice.
Student life, dude.
Student life, yeah,
man.
And the gentleman who owned the store down the apartment was a Chinese guy. वो मेरा दोस्त था, बड्डी बन गया था. तो रोज रात को हम लोग भी थोड़ी गप्पे लगाते थे. उसके सामने ही एक स्टॉल था, वहाँ नासी लमाक मिलता था और रामली बर्गर्स मिलते थे. So that was also really tight. I honestly really miss the food there, and I feel so sad for people who went from Pakistan to Kuala Lumpur to study, and they didn't experience the food culture or scene.
I think
मुझे पता नहीं, I pity the food.
You do. Yeah. That's sad, right? That's you. But again, देखो, we're pitying, but we're not, you know, being antagonistic towards them. वो क्या देख रहे? Oh, dude, yeah. Represent swinery.
I just got it in today.
Dude, I don't even know how to get them on.
You have to get it online. मैंने तो online ही apply किया था.
No. How to get them on the podcast?
Oh yeah,
because
it's tricky. Yeah,
it's super tricky, right? Like, what do I do? I don't know what to do.
एक
swinery or एक Saltafa. Saltafa is also a meme page.
Okay.
And he's this kid, and he always has a mask on.
Cool.
And I'm like, dude, so you know what we could do? We could both wear masks because he's round about the same size as me.
Oh, cool.
Who knows which one's which, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk the same. Anyways, so Okay, but you went to Malaysia
Yeah.
and you decided था कि ये करना है, hospitality करनी है.
मैंने hospitality program में ही enroll किया था. So I went for
Okay.
a bachelor's in culinary arts and food service management. Zaid went for law.
Okay. Yeah.
I went for a bachelor's in culinary arts and food service management. This was like a 3.5-year program.
Did you talk to your parents? Or you like,
Of course, man. Of course, I talked to them. मैं ऐसे थोड़ी जाऊँगा मैं.
and they were like, "Ja."
Of course, initially there was some resistance. जाहिर है ये पाकिस्तान है
जी. और आप मर्द हैं.
और आप जो भी हैं और पाकिस्तान है सबसे पहले. बावर्ची बनोगे.
बावर्ची.
सोच ले बेटा. But सोच लिया था. I guess I honestly it was the unknown for me.
Yeah.
मुझे क्या पता था. I just didn't wanna do any other kind of उस वक्त मुझे कुछ वो ही नहीं हो रहा था कि यार what am I gonna do, like study business. ठीक है. I mean I've studied hospitality, but running a restaurant or a hotel or any kind of food service establishment is a fucking business.
Dude, it's one of the most difficult businesses.
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ ना. It's a fucking business. And
it's impossible, man. So my mom and my siblings right now are running a restaurant in Hyderabad. It's called Diran.
Okay, sorry about the
No, it's come on. It's called Diran, and it seats around like 200 people.
Oh wow.
Right?
Cool,
And I'm
man.
telling
Well,
you-
I wonder what the operation is like. Do you have like this massive kitchen with different sections?
Yeah, dude.
Karachi style.
Yeah, man. I'll take you if
For
you
sure.
want to go someday.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I
I'll take
would
you.
love to.
Inshallah.
So you'd be a lot of people have this weird kind of assumption that just because I'm a cook that मैं बहुत picky हूँगा खाने पीने के बारे में.
Bro, I did. I'm sorry. I did assume.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
But मैं रात को ठंडा खाना खा के सोता हूँ.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right,
That's what
man.
happens. Because I'm so damn tired. I'm like, man, I'm not warming this up. I'm just nakhre nahi hai.
Yeah.
Just fucking eat it.
Well, I mean,
Nourish
the thing is-
yourself.
Exactly. The sustenance.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're doing it for everyone else now.
Yeah.
You get tired after a while. You're just
Yeah.
like, dude, come on now.
Yeah, that's why I'm very grateful if somebody cooks or if somebody like serves me any kind of food, even if it's like just the smallest thing. I'm very grateful because I know how much effort goes into it.
Dude, you're saying all the right things, man. You grew up great, alhamdulillah. From a metalhead, like I said.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So you said you were married. Is your wife a better cook than you?
Man, okay.
Is she as good at least?
She's also good, but of course, whenever we're in the kitchen, we share the tasks.
Okay, so no competition.
Yeah, we share the tasks, and usually it turns out to be me getting really pissed off and me doing everything by myself. And yeah,
All right, dude.
but sometimes we do collaborate.
Yeah, it's a collaboration.
Yeah, we collaborate.
This dish brought to you in collaboration.
Yeah, it's like
Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So you studied आपका hospitality.
Yeah.
Pretty much कोई issue नहीं था. You got
Yeah, initially थोड़ा सा I guess issue इस वजह से हुआ था because वही वाली बात है ना, because everybody at home, especially all the patriarchs in my house, they were thinking के यार we are investing in this kid, but what will he do? Will he just like piss it all away? Is this all gonna go to waste? देखो उनके back of the mind ये thought
Fair,
होती है.
fair,
It's fair, हाँ
fair.
ठीक है.
Well,
I could have pissed it all away.
but you could have.
I could have.
But you always knew कि भाई this is a technical skill
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get work.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I eventually came to terms with that कि यार ये एक जो हाथ में काम होता है या स्किल होती है ना, उससे आप उससे कुछ भी कर सकते हो.
Bro, that's the only thing
आपसे
you
वो
have.
कोई ले नहीं सकता.
Exactly.
वो आपसे ले नहीं सकता.
Dude.
वो आपकी मर्जी है कि आप उसको किस तरह इस्तेमाल करो या किसको वो स्किल पास ऑन करो. अच्छा, स्किल पास ऑन से भी एक इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक आई वुड से जस्ट गो ऑफ ऑन
हाँ, please do.
In the industry, there's this really toxic thing in which cooks have this feeling that they don't want to share or they don't want to give too much away to other people. Let's
Sure.
say younger cooks or people who want to know
Sure.
regarding, because they feel perhaps insecure about they're like, अच्छा हमने बता दिया तो हमारी value तो खत्म हो जाएगी.
Bro, that's allegorical of our muashara generally. No?
Yeah.
It is, na?
Yeah.
Generally,
It
we're like,
is.
we have this famine mentality के और आप सोचो हम अपने आप को मुसलमान बोलते हैं. आप सोचो हम दुआ करते हैं to someone who's infinite.
Yeah.
Right? To an entity that is infinite. और हम जो है ये यार ये अगर असद को मिल गया तो मुझे नहीं मिलेगा. What the fuck are you doing, man?
That makes no sense. आप I don't know. I think from personal experience also, it's like आप जितना आप दोगे आपको मिल जाता है किसी ना किसी तरह. कहीं ना कहीं से you don't know it. It's not quantifiable.
No.
But it's more like a feeling.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And the thing again is how much is enough? How much do you need? These are all things that are arbitrary.
Yeah.
Right?
How much is enough? That's an interesting one because how much is enough?
I don't know, dude. How much is enough? And that's what I was going to ask you. So, but you did the degree, you came back. I mean, now, alhamdulillah, you're finally getting some recognition. But I'm sure it didn't happen like, oh, you come back from Malaysia, this cook,
No.
it's badass.
Bro, I remember देखो, I already knew when I got back to Pakistan. अच्छा, my trip was kind of short-lived also because बिल्कुल मेरी समझो डिग्री हो गई और लास्ट का मेरा वो अप्रेंटिसशिप वाले मतलब टू कंप्लीट योर हॉस्पिटैलिटी डिग्री यू नीड एटलीस्ट अ 6 month इंडस्ट्रियल प्लेसमेंट सीन.
और उसके बाद जॉब लग जाती है.
उसके बाद इधर वहीं जॉब लग जाती है या either you apply elsewhere, but to complete the degree on its own, you got to do your industrial placement. Okay. So I did that and I was in Toulouse. I was working in a casino. So this casino had like 3 separate outlets. One of them was all-day dining.
Okay.
One of them was a main kitchen, which did one of those big banquet situations where they used to call it the spectacle. Okay. So it's like this big show. And then usme plated service or you're like, this is like 600-700 people type.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
and it's all plated. And it was crazy. Unka jo pura jo how they logistically managed that. It was interesting. So it was this, and there was one fine dining. So this is like
in the casino, dude.
This is like all those, those. I don't know if you know, French chefs have this thing on their coat, which has like the colors of the French flag.
I don't, man.
So it's a thing where unka na unke wo hain bharam type. Unka recognition ya accolade ya.
That's their stripes, right?
Their stripes, exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactement.
Yeah.
It's their stripes.
It's their stripes. They can wear that. It's a badge of honor. ठीक है.
तो उनके साथ. So I was there for a while.
What's a while?
A while is like around. This is I think I'd say 8 months, 8 to 9 months.
This is in Malaysia?
No, this is Toulouse. This is France.
Oh, actual France, dude?
Yeah. मैं वहाँ चरण छू के आया हूँ जो the Mecca of cuisine.
Dude, and 8 months.
Yeah.
8 months must give you that confidence. Like, you can hang with these guys.
Yeah. It was really cool because पहली बात तो बहुत मुझे initially shit मिलती थी. Because मुझे कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा क्या हो रहा है.
Also aren't they racist? Yeah,
they are against Muslims.
हाँ तो आप मुसलमान तो हो ना.
हाँ बिल्कुल.
Asad is pretty Muslim, I think.
Super racist. नहीं, मुझे समझ नहीं आती थी ना. मुझे बाकी लोग कभी कभार बताते थे in passing, they're like, यार ये बहुत अजीब बातें कर रहा है. Like, just generally, they have this, unka bhi, how do you say, it's ingrained in them somehow society-wise, because you know how they have Algerians in their society and how,
exactly.
And it's funny because they're the ones who built the country after the war and everything, and how they've sidelined them, and that's a whole other, you know?
Yeah.
But either, I perhaps I did passively or actively, I didn't feel it so much, but passively I did probably face something like that, but because of the language barrier, I was chilling.
Yeah. And also you were still good enough to stick around. Right?
Yeah. I was.
Alhamdulillah.
So good. I was more in यार मुझे बस सीखना है और बस देखना है तौर तरीके वहाँ. And the cool part about there was that I used to only work 5 days a week. So 2 दिन मेरी छुट्टी होती थी और 2 दिन मैं बस वहाँ शहर explore करता था.
That's beautiful.
So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Just by myself, just hanging around, getting a sandwich sitting by the canal, drinking a bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Yeah.
Obviously. But ye Pakistan hai Asad, please, okay? But dude, I cannot imagine how many miles that put on your soul as far as learning is concerned.
Yeah.
You know? Like that's just everything, man.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's everything.
It does. Look, you are all the experiences that you have.
Yes.
So yeah, and that was also, I would say it was a major experience in my life.
Sure. Yeah.
Being by myself, just just exploring things and being so close to food.
Yeah.
And being एक अलग सा एक vibe है. When you are in a place and you don't know the language so well and you are just, you experience the place or the people very differently then.
A true vagabond, man.
Yeah.
You're nowhere, right?
Yeah.
You're a nowhere
Yeah.
man. That's
Yeah,
what you are. You're like, where the fuck are you? This isn't. But then you know what? Now you don't even belong back in Karachi. I feel that all the time. You know what I mean? Like
Perhaps, I don't know.
Because
Perhaps.
Because we've homed in diaspora. We don't essentially have a home anymore.
Yeah.
You know, because the thing is, so where am I now? Am I a person who's from Toronto? Many of my formative years were in Toronto, but then also Kuala Lumpur. You and I share that.
Also in Hyderabad.
I was born in Hyderabad.
Karachi.
And Karachi, obviously, which is where we are right now. So where the fuck, what? So then you just belong in your craft.
Yeah.
That's what you anchor yourself in, right?
बिल्कुल. कोई ना कोई चीज़ पे आपको anchor करना पड़ता है, वरना it's confusing.
Bro, existential angst आ जाती है.
बिल्कुल, बहुत खतरनाक angst आ जाती है. And speaking of angst, मुझे एक पूरा time था after coming back from France. Like I was telling you earlier that my trip there was short-lived because my grandmother passed away and I had to come back. So I had to come back and I didn't get full closure.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Or वैसे my dadi was she was a great cook.
Yeah. Gangster.
She was a great cook.
Mashallah.
She used to do all the cooking in the house, and she was the chef de cuisine.
Yeah.
The head chef in the house, and she taught my mom, and she taught the dudes that were there also, and she had lots of like recipes that of course we still have in our house, but काफी miss हो गई हैं because she's not there anymore and nobody bothered to write them down. But of course हमें एक memory है of the taste and everything, and we try to recreate it, but of course it's not the same thing. Cooking is not just about the recipe, it's about the feeling
love,
you put
man.
into it. Yeah, the love, yeah.
Dude, पता है क्या? I think with people like your dadi, Allah उनको जन्नत नसीब करे, literal treasure chests is what they are.
Yeah.
Right? And Zaira, we're so fucked up in
bearers
our own
of culture in terms of cuisine.
Absolutely.
Most dadis, I think almost majority of जितने भी लोग हैं उनकी दादियाँ जो हैं वो I'm sure they cook in the house or they have cooked in the house.
For me it was my nanu, but my
grandparents.
Same thing,
Your nanu is somebody's dadi.
Yeah, exactly. She's yes, right? But I think we're so fucked up in our own existential whatever कि उस वक्त हम ये नहीं समझ रहे होते कि यार ये literal खजाना है. Because we just we're sorting our own shit out, being angsty and edgy and all
once
those things.
Once it's not there, then that's when you realize oh fuck.
Yeah. So anyways, it was before she passed. Did you envision just living on in France? Just
perhaps, I don't know. I think because I didn't have a plan per se.
Okay.
वही वाली बात है, it was still open.
Yeah.
कि क्या होगा या क्या करना है. Maybe I could have stayed there for a little longer.
Because as far as money is concerned, you were sorted. As far as
kind of, yes.
Yeah, you were working. Okay, and as far as life, enjoying yourself, you were good.
I could have stayed. Maybe अगर मेरे ऊपर इस तरह वो नहीं होता. Sorry. Maybe I would have stayed, but. Either way, man, life happens to you because...
Oh, dude, no regrets. No regrets at all. I'm just...
मुझे अभी भी कभी-कभार होता है, I feel this insecurity as like, यार, मैंने इतना ज़्यादा experience तो नहीं किया, मैं कोई Michelin star, कोई इस तरह तो नहीं काम किया, तो maybe I'll never be good enough. You know what I mean? It's...
I don't know what you mean at all. I think you're fantastic. So I don't know what you're talking about. Right. But that's what I'm saying, man. You were there for 8 months. They weren't going to kick you out anytime soon. That speaks to something, right?
Yeah.
That does speak to a kind of proficiency that you have. And okay, so you came back, and then obviously the loss and the trauma, I can't even imagine. Allah rahm kare.
I honestly didn't know what to feel. If it kind of felt like a dream. कि अच्छा ये हो गया and okay and okay the time she passed away, it's funny because I was in Germany and I was visiting one of our friends, Kunuz.
Okay.
So we were
Oh,
just we were
Kunuz,
hanging
dude.
out and I remember usi ke main ghar mein usne mujhe, she was kind enough to keep me in her house.
Dude, she was awesome. She always awesome, dude.
She was super nice and super hospitable and it was fun, man. उसके घर पे मैंने बहुत मजा किया. वो खाना भी बना के खिलाती. मैंने भी एक दिन उनको खाना बना के खिलाया था.
आपने बोला थोड़ी झलक दिखाया, ये देखो.
नहीं मैं बहुत किसी दूसरे घर में बहुत easy scene, you know.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. But that's when I received the phone call and whatever. उसके बाद से, you know, then it was more of a process of just coming back home.
Yeah.
The train ride back to wherever and the plane
Just
ride
wrapping
back home.
everything
Yeah,
up.
just wrapping everything up,
In a
picking my
rush.
luggage from here. It was more of the purgatory feeling, you know. It's
Yeah.
like, acha, I'm not here and I'm not there. I'm just in the middle somewhere right now.
Yeah. That trip though, how long did it take you to get back home?
I think around 48 hours.
Do you feel like you lived lifetimes in those 48
Yeah,
hours?
perhaps, yeah.
'Cause-
Of course, your mind does tend to go astray.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I think, especially when traveling alone, na, you have nothing to save you, man, from yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's you and you, man.
yeah.
And
But it's where guards up भी होते हैं because you are alone and
Yeah.
हम लोग, you know, वैसे ही हम लोग travel करते हैं, we're just like, अच्छा.
yeah.
But we
Yeah.
have to be really aware of
Sure.
our surroundings and our belongings and ourselves.
Sure.
वो कराची की बदौलत है.
G. Bilkul.
हाँ.
Dude, it's just, you know, you love the city, but you hate it, man. I hate this city.
You hate it because it's so fucking stressful to live here.
Oh, yeah,
It's
man.
panchod, it's so fucking stressful to live here. And I think मैं तो coming from me, it's like I have like in this city I have like one of the बाकी लोगों की भी बहुत stressful jobs हैं, लेकिन being in a kitchen is super stressful in this city.
Dude,
also.
and then also to pander to the elite of this city, man.
Fucking hell, man.
That's
a whole
the pretense.
That's a whole fucking
Oh.
that's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole other podcast. Asad Monga will return with conquering the bourgeoisie, or not even conquering, dude, just surviving the bourgeoisie at this point. Anyways, so you know that trip, you know the trauma. You came back. Obviously, don't know who does, man. Allah रहम करे.
मैं बहुत वापस आके काफ़ी टाइम, अच्छा मैंने कोशिश की ना थोड़ा टाइम. Of course, I took some downtime, spending time with my family, etc. And then I did try to get out, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to look for work.
Okay.
मैं काम ढूंढूंगा.
Okay.
मैं काम करने की कोशिश करूंगा.
In
Because
Karachi,
उस वक्त मुझे realize हो गया था एक बात कि अब पाकिस्तान में काम करना है ना, या कराची में काम करना है, you have to climb the ranks. And you gotta do it. You gotta
do it
earn
with PR, dude. Unfortunately,
you gotta earn the respect of the people.
Dude,
And this, I didn't think of it as people as the guests or the patrons or the people who would come eat my food. It was more like the people who are already existing and cooking food in kitchens around the city. Unki kaise, you know, you gotta let them know ke koi aaya hai.
Dude, that's a beautiful way to take it.
Yeah.
You know, and I was talking to this brilliant person before you, Fatma, and you know she has autoimmune. She has two autoimmune disorders, and you know just you know with her organization that works towards you know highlighting, educating, so on and so forth. Some of this stuff you need to take personally. You know that cliche you hear, Asad, don't take this personally. Dude, कुछ चीज़ें अपनी ज़ात पे लेनी होती है. You need to take that as a challenge कि यार मैं यहाँ आया हूँ and they're going to remember my name. It's good for you, man. You know? Like, मतलब don't burn yourself with
of
it.
course.
But also it's good for you.
But that's also, you know, you in that process you tend to fucking burn yourself.
हाँ, 200%.
You tend to burn yourself because at one point you have to ask yourself, यार, who am I trying to prove what to? What's happening here, you know?
Yeah, dude, but पता है क्या? That question भरे पेट का होता है.
हाँ.
एक बार पेट भरा हुआ है ना,
हाँ, ये तो है.
ये मतलब खाना वाना खा रहा है.
I agree. I
You know?
completely agree.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And
because now, alhamdulillah, you can ask yourself this question, dude, do I need to do this? I can just, fucking chill and enjoy my work. I love this.
I can't chill, man. I think I'm generally an anxious person, and I think the kitchen kind of life feeds into that too.
Yeah. And this is ridiculous because you told me you have a great team around you.
Yeah.
Uske bawajood, dude.
Yeah. It's dekho, it's there are a lot of things happening, and a lot of things that are happening here too. They're like how do you say, team ko theek hai, I trust them and I know they'll do the work. It's just that I don't know how to, I still feel that I have to be there sometimes, even if I'm not there. It's just ke, like I said earlier, ke it feeds into my probably
Anxiety.
yeah.
Anxiety.
It's because I think अच्छा ये भी अभी मुझे बाद में आके थोड़ा सा महसूस होना शुरू हुआ है कि मुझे शायद कुछ मसला है कभी कभार.
मसला तो हो सकता है हो आपको, लेकिन जिम्मेदारी भी तो है ना.
जिम्मेदारी भी है.
बिकॉज लाइक आई सेड पहले भी, इवन बिफोर वी स्टार्टेड, लोग बाकायदा अब आपका नाम सुन के, भाई इस बंदे से खाना, इस बंदे का खाना, यू नो व्हाट आई मीन. सो ये जिम्मेदारी नहीं है क्या?
जिम्मेदारी, dude, it's fucking pressure.
Yeah.
It's fucking pressure.
It must be, man.
Yeah. And it's an open kitchen environment. So वो बंदा डायरेक्ट सोचो अंदर
He's
आके
looking at
डायरेक्ट तुम्हारे सामने आके खड़ा हो जाए, हाँ भाई क्या खिला रहे हो आज?
And you're just
and I'm like fucking let me chill, yo. I'm doing my. And sometimes I do feel that, I wish that it wasn't so direct,
Yeah.
I like it sometimes, and I like interacting with people, and I have a lot of my regular guests or people just generally who are so nice and friendly, and I absolutely adore them, and I want to do good things or make food for them, but they're like some people who I really have to, I feel that I would have rather
they
not
fucked off.
Have this interaction. It would have been nicer if there was a filter between me and this person.
What's making you say that? Are they just toxic people?
Perhaps
Because they're not. So let me kind of sort through this. Are they being mean to you or rude to you?
Initially, I think there were people who. अच्छा यार ये जो है ना, जब लॉकडाउन शुरू हुआ था ना, उसके बाद से लोगों ने, मुझे लगता है सारी जो अपनी बेसिक जो एटिकेट्स है ना, सारी खिड़की के बाहर फेंक दिए थे. देर लाइक उन्हें पकड़े, fuck off. And उसके बाद that was the day, उन्हीं दिनों में मुझे ज़्यादा I used to feel like shit coming home, because if like somebody is like being mean or somebody is like being really like toxic, any person would, and in a service industry you're providing a service, and you feel kind of like shitty inside, even if you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna feel shitty about it, you kind of feel shitty about it.
Man, of course you do. Someone ill-treated you, how could you not? And, it's a hard life, man. It's not easy.
It took me a lot of time to come to, sometimes I do have to stand my ground and be like, yo,
like that famous one that happened. That famous one, dude.
That famous one. And you are in violation.
You are in violation of, and she's like, I'm an activist and all those things. I think you handled yourself so admirably.
Thanks,
dude.
man. Honestly, I'm so grateful कि मैंने चम्मे नहीं करा दिए.
Bro, exactly.
हो सकता था.
Because I know you, man. The problem is कि, like I said,
everybody who, there were so, I'll come back to this later, but all my friends or whoever, they're like, यार हम तो मार देते, हम तो ये कर देते, हम तो वो कर देते. One of my other friends, she texted me, she's like, dude, मुझे तो ऐसा लग रहा है, every time I watch the video, I feel like, just clenching my fist. And I'm like, yaar, in that moment, I was in shock. अच्छा, क्योंकि initially this lady walks in, and वो हंसी मजाक करनी है मेरे साथ. मेरा बहुत casual style of service है. I'm super casual. I'm friendly. I try to be like easy.
Sure.
ठीक है?
Sure.
So this lady comes and is like, oh yeah, मैं बोला mask तो पहन ले. She's like, mask पहन के खाना खाते हुए भी mask पहनूंगी and stuff like that. I was like, okay, सड़ी मार दिया आपने. खैर, whatever. She's like, I was like, okay, fine, mask नहीं पहनना, आपने table पे बैठे, just show me your vaccination card, because you need that to sit. And these are like initial days when it was actually super strict. Yeah. And of course,
you're trying to stay in business.
Yeah. Lots of restaurants were not complying to the rules or whatever, but we were trying our best कि हम लोग थोड़ा सा ना check वेक करें और इस तरह, because यार हम भी थक गए थे. It was like it's been so long with the lockdown and only takeaways or just tables outside or अजीब. खैर anyway, so this she comes and she's like, मैं तो नहीं दिखाऊंगी, and I was like, वो तो आपको दिखाना पड़ेगा and stuff. And that's when the video starts, and luckily enough, the video is made by one of my guys who's in service, and I have no idea the video is being made, by the way.
Yeah.
मुझे को पता ही नहीं है कि
no bro, I see it bro, because you're actually there, and वही वाली बात है ना. I think more than anything else, it's the shock of, dude, are you really doing this right now? You know,
it's exactly the kind of feeling. I was like, am I really?
Is this real life?
Is this happening? That's exactly the emotion I felt, because for the longest time I was just in disbelief कि ये fucking हो रहा है.
Yeah bro.
And then I said it was funny because after this the whole thing happened, I felt like crap, bro. I couldn't work. मुझसे काम ही नहीं हो रहा था. I was feeling this अजीब, you know, sinking feeling inside. I was like, यार fuck, ये क्या हो गया? And बहनचोद अभी तो दिन शुरू हुआ था. 10:30 बज रहे थे सुबह के. And I was like, अभी दिन शुरू हुआ था. I was like, fuck. And then my guy, he comes up to me, he's like, bro, मैंने वीडियो बनाई है. मैंने बोला क्या? He's like, yeah, मैंने वीडियो बनाई. मैं बोला, bro, आंटी की बुंड है.
That's what you said.
I was like, आंटी की बुंड है. And my sinking feeling just went away. I was like,
bro,
auntie ki bhund hai.
Because here's the problem, right? Here's the problem with that. The problem is this lady, if she can do that in a public space,
she's done it before. I'm sure she's done it before.
Exactly.
And a lot of people
and gotten away with it.
Yeah, gotten away with it. That's what pissed me off too. Is like, यार ये जाके किसी बेचारे को जाके ने धुलाई की होगी.
Yeah, bro.
और किसी ने कुछ बोला ही नहीं होगा, because ये ऐसी.
Yeah, देखो मेरी बात सुनो, that's the problem, na? That's that privilege, that's that culture of, if you're strong enough, you know, you can get away with this shit, right? And she seemed like the sort of person jo at every juncture of the conversation, and when it escalated, she continued to try and use methods that must have worked once upon a time, right?
I'm sure, yeah.
She probably wasn't expecting you to stand your ground. And, you know, all the people who know you weren't expecting you to be so peaceful, right? So, but I think...
Nice faith.
Bro, मैं क्या बोलूँ?
नहीं, honestly, it's...
मुझे लगा कम से कम गालियाँ वालियाँ दे देगा.
हाँ, मैं honestly, देखो, it's such a high pressure environment in the kitchen. कुछ भी हो सकता था यार, कुछ भी हो सकता था. मतलब अभी भी कभी कभार ऐसा होता है. I'm super frustrated, और इतना like orders pile up हो रहे होते हैं, या orders pick up होने होते हैं, somebody is like having a fucking chutiapa happening here, chutiapa happening there, and you're just stuck in the middle. There are times where I go outside and I fucking scream like a crazy person.
Dude.
And usually there's a staircase that I go in, and मैं जोर जोर से गालियाँ दे रहा होता हूँ. One day these guys come and like, यार यहाँ कोई पता नहीं पागल हो गया था. I was like, हाँ शायद हुआ होगा.
Someone, I don't know who. But dude, listen, man, you know, whatever your coping mechanisms are, I think they're important to keep you sane, you know, because like you've said, there's only a few environments that are as high pressure as the kitchen, a proper functioning kitchen. Maybe a printing press when it's operational, you know, maybe a factory when it's in full flow, just a few, you know. Maybe जब फसलें yield हो रही होती हैं, ऐसा कोई scene, you know, कितने होंगे? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for, I feel like having the vape.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Of course, yeah, do whatever you want. If you need to smoke cigarettes, I can get you an ashtray as well.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm trying to stay off cigarettes.
All right, inshallah, ठीक हो जाएगा.
Sometimes I smoke, of course. काम पे थोड़ा सा एक का दुक्का
We're just talking about stress.
हाँ, तो एक सिगरेट तो पीता हूँ, लगाता हूँ एक.
Yeah.
Just to, it's not more of the cigarette itself, it's more of a meditative practice.
You can just take a minute, get out of that. Dude, I can't imagine it.
It's so important. I feel, as you grow older, you realize the importance of these things. You got to take a minute for yourself just to recollect, or
100%.
just, you know, try to anchor yourself down somewhere and be
100%.
like, okay, bro.
100%.
मैं ऐसी खुतबा दे रहा हूँ, मैं असल में करता नहीं हूँ, मैं बहुत unhealthy मेरी वो coping mechanism.
You're just trying.
I'm trying.
You're trying.
I'm trying.
Someone, you know, so I also, apart from this, I've also now started vlogging.
Cool.
So vlog mein, you know, I show you what I eat, which is everything.
Yeah.
Manas, cookies, give me some pizza, do whatever. My only thing is I try to stay in a caloric deficit, but that's it. To not gain weight, right? And so people will get in my DMs and they'll be like, yaar, bas suno, For a health nut, you eat like shit. I'm like, what the fuck ever gave you the idea that I was a health nut? I'm just telling you what the science says. And the science says कि अगर आप deficit में खाएंगे आपका वजन गिरेगा. मैं ये थोड़ी बोल रहा था कि आप मुझे follow करो. You don't know me, man. You haven't lived my life.
I eat what I want.
Yeah, dude. And matlab, yeah, and then I might have an eating disorder, but that's besides the point,
हो सकता है यार, कुछ भी हो सकता है.
कुछ भी हो सकता है, bro. But so okay. So again, let's just rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
This again, you could have this interaction with clearly someone who's being nonsensical.
Yeah.
Because you are.
By the way,
now.
that was also वो icing थी. वो जो पूरी interaction थी और वो video भी बनी और वो सब. This was like the most extreme cases, but of course there have been several other cases
of this
that
sort?
haven't been recorded or reported.
With you personally.
Yeah.
Okay,
with me personally also, with my boys also, ke people are obnoxious and they're just straight up unpleasant cunts.
For what reason, dude?
ऐਵੇਂ बस वो समझते हैं कि बस सर्विस दे रहे हैं ना हमें तो बस हमारे नौकर हैं.
Okay, but मसला क्या है? खाना अच्छा नहीं लगा?
पता नहीं, I guess नहीं, एक sense of privilege होती है I guess. वो बस अंदर जो घुसते हैं ना कहते हैं यार बस बिच जाओ अभी ना, बिच जाओ हमारे नीचे. Which is the old school philosophy of the customer is always right, and you gotta ठीक है, fine, you as a hospitality professional, it is your job to be courteous, but you still need to have self-respect. You need to cultivate that, and that's what I try to encourage the people who are around me also. कि यार you can't take shit. Dude, आप shit आप लो, आप guest की सुनो चीज़ें जो even जायज़ हैं. अगर बहुत ही कोई crazy absurd चीज़ें में, ठीक है, if you can entertain it, do it, but don't take shit. मतलब किसी के वो नहीं करो, वो नहीं हो,
मोहताज या मुलाजिम, stuff like this. Just a quick comparison. I know this isn't apples to apples. When you would see people in Tulu, cooks, chefs in Tulu interact with customers, वो कैसा scene था? How did that compare to people here?
यार, I'll be very honest with you. वहाँ the cook and the customer or the guest, as we say, they don't have much interaction. If ठीक है, एक हद तक होता है, but it's very limited.
Yeah.
Just the head chef will go, hi hello करेगा बाहर जाके जरा, like
because so exactly you did that gesture where the queen or the royals do that gesture. बाहर मैंने ये देखा है ज़्यादातर कि शेफ डिसमिसिव होता है. अबे खाना खा और बाहर निकल. 10 और लोग आने.
यार यहाँ ये कर सकते हो, गोली मार देंगे मुझे अंदर घुस के.
अल्लाह रहम करे. या
मैं नहीं, be
realistic bro, it's Karachi.
It's Karachi. अगर मैंने किसी को इस तरह बोल दिया, सोचो किसी I told somebody off, वो मुझे अगले दिन वो घर से उठा के ले जाएंगे.
Yeah bro, you can't be. Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of scary.
It's terrifying, dude. Yeah. It's terrifying. And वही वाली बात है ना, we've all seen it, man. Red Apple के सर्वर को चंबे करा दिए. McDonald's के ड्राइव थ्रू में से कोई गलत ऑर्डर किया, मुंह पे फेंक के मार दिया.
ये मैंने खुद personally
This I've seen it personally as well. Yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah, you can't. This kind of देखो, we need to. मैं जैसे कि as a person in hospitality now, part of it, I want people who are working in the industry to be empowered enough to try to communicate to people who are being obnoxious or are being unreasonable कि यार
मैं इंसान हूँ bro.
Fucking मैं इंसान हूँ यार. क्या हो गया?
That's it. Just that.
Yeah. It's just simple, basic empathy thing. See के जो भी ठीक है. Sometimes यार, I don't know. It's tricky. It's of course super tricky. The line is very fine. Yeah. It's very fine. Yeah. But you have to start somewhere. And Pakistan में because इतना ज़्यादा रुझान नहीं है और इतने ज़्यादा लोग अब जाके बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं, which is very good.
Sure.
A lot of people want to either become a cook or a chef or a pastry chef, or they wanna be in restaurant operations or a manager or
beautiful
hotel में काम करना, which is good. That's great. That's great news for us because the more people who are actually interested in it will come, उससे ज़्यादा culture बेहतर होगा. Because right now, if I am to look at it as an aggregate, it's super toxic.
It's super toxic because everyone's trying to cut each other,
हाँ,
hamstring each other.
internally भी toxic है और externally भी toxic है. वो in terms of just जिन लोगों को आप serve कर रहे हैं, उनके अंदर भी I'm not saying 100% में,
No, dude, of course.
90 I'd go as far as saying 97% are good.
Okay, good, beautiful.
ठीक है,
Alhamdulillah.
97% of people are awesome.
पर आप इंसान हो and you remember that 3%. वो
3% जो है
बहुत
ना
बुरे
वो
होते हैं.
बस वो बुन मराते हैं.
हाँ, वो बहुत बुरे होते हैं. You know, like this lady and like we said already कि अगर ये हुआ इस तरीके से तो आप सोचो कितने सारे और लोगों को and again think about all the parameters that should have warned her against this. You're eloquent in English. You're educated, right? You're clean. You look like you know what you're doing. सोचो जो वो शेफ्स होते हैं who don't get paid as much, जो छोटे रेस्टोरेंट्स में होते हैं, ये खातून उनके साथ करती क्या होगी? मुझे सिर्फ ये समझाओ. देखो यार, I'm no saint. I'm a piece of shit. अल्लाह मुझे माफ करे, अल्लाह मेरे ऊपर रहम करे. But this is basic, man. That guy doesn't want to be serving you food, man. You know, he wants to be at home with his family or with his girlfriend. Whatever,
yeah, they don't want to deal with your shit, bro.
Either. Yeah, man.
ठीक है.
You're having a bad day. They're having a bad day too. You know what I mean?
But look, okay. Sometimes, okay. I also think that if somebody else is having a bad day and they come to me to the restaurant, ठीक है. To a certain point, it is up to me to try to change that.
Okay.
ठीक है, अगर तुम let's say तुम्हारा कोई shitty दिन गुजरा है और तुम मेरे पास खाना खाने आ गए, and I can see कि तुम्हारा थोड़ा सा ना, I'll try my best or I'll at least try to, you know, stir you away from whatever. But sometimes some people, देखो एक limit होती है ना हर चीज़ की.
I think it's beautiful that you think like this. Problem is, I can't be entitled to it. I can't be like, make me feel better.
Yeah. हाँ. वो देखो वो एक अब मेरी discretion है. अगर if I feel like it कि अच्छा हाँ ठीक है यार, this guy seems, देखो, I'll tell you one more thing, a life lesson.
Okay.
If you want good service, be kind.
That's it.
Just be fucking kind when you go to a restaurant or you go to even a fucking dhaba या fries भी ले रहे हो ना ठेले वाले से. Just be nice and you'll get the best fucking service.
Dude, so I'll tell you a story. My dad, proper man's man, super hard, you know.
Hell yeah.
Strong man, you know, like no time for tears, no time for emotions, nothing, right? Handlebar mustache all day, white cotton shalwar kameez, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Cotton दी शलवार
cotton और हम जो है ना, हमें इतना डर लगता था बाबा से when we were younger. But the one community or the one class of people that were never afraid to speak their mind, to talk to him, to even joke with him. Dude, to joke with my dad was an impossibility for us growing up, right? Ab alhamdulillah we have,
I'm sure.
Right? But the one category of people were always servers.
Yeah.
They would like chummy over and I'm just like, the fuck is going on here, man? Like, and my dad, back then, Abibi, alhamdulillah, he would, he's basically into human resource management. So he would manage hundreds of people, right? And they would be terrified of him. Everyone except the servers. They'd expect tips from him. बोलते थे आपने कम टिप दी है. मैं बोलना ये कौन बोलता है भाई? मैं ये कभी नहीं बोल सकता आपने कम प्यार दिया है. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what are you doing?
That's nice.
But that's it, man. What you're saying, and I suppose it came from the fact that he had spent time abroad, you know, and he had spent time himself in the service industry. You know,
that is the beauty of, I think everybody, if they want to get a real thing out of, you know, a lesson in empathy or just work in the service industry for a bit.
That's
just
it.
Fucking just get to see what the fuck happens.
Oh, man.
और पता चलेगा आपको. एक दिन मतलब कुछ गेस्ट होते हैं ना ऐसे दिल चाहता है यार, दिल चाह रहा है इसको ऊपर डिशवॉशिंग में फेंक दूं अभी.
धुल जाए, साफ हो जाए. Bro, okay, again going back. So you didn't, this wasn't your first gig, and you
no this
and so we were at the point of the story where you were like, okay, fine, I need to get out and get work.
Yeah.
And I need to, you know, I need to earn that respect. Yeah. How is that?
Yeah, then I started looking for jobs, and I did land a few, or they were terrible.
Why were they terrible? Don't name the restaurant.
No, I'm not going to name anything. मैं बस बता रहा हूँ कि fuck.
What about?
Lots of breach in protocols in terms of food handling and fuck rats and shit.
Oh,
and, fuck! I've saw like mashed potatoes being made on the kitchen drain and stuff, and I was like, मैं घर वापस आया ना, I told all my family, बस आज के बाद से बाहर खाना बंद.
कोई नहीं खाएगा.
कोई खाएगा ही नहीं, घर पे खाओ चुप करके.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck is happening.
No, dude.
But that is also scary, na? I think the criteria for me when I'm eating out now is के अगले दिन bathroom में क्या हो रहा है?
Sahi. Dude, unfortunately, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And you're speaking to someone who's actually had a problematic stomach most of my life.
Same here.
I concur.
It's funny because मैं लोगों को बहुत spicy खाना खिलाता हूँ, लेकिन मैं खुद spicy खाना खा नहीं सकता.
नहीं.
मैं खा ही नहीं सकता.
Dude, what?
I don't know. मुझे बस I can eat it, but really like in limited quantities.
Yeah. Okay, to be fair, there were so sometimes in even Malaysia, जो लोग होते थे वो spices के जरिए आपका इम्तिहान ले रहे होते थे. Spices are there to add flavor, not to test endurance. You know what I mean? It's not a workout.
For some people love having fucking spicy food here, man.
I think that's a genetic thing.
I don't know, मंड के खाते हैं लोग.
Yeah, dude.
मिर्चें.
Yeah. I think that's a genetic thing.
Which is good. No hate
no, of course
for
not.
people who
Come
like
on.
spicy food.
Yeah.
ठीक है, it's your body, it's your choice.
Yeah.
But
it'll give you ulcers.
Yeah.
And
the next day, sometimes you know the funniest thing is अगर कोई गलती से order देता है ना, please make it extra spicy. सारे जो हम लोग खड़े हुए होते हैं like, we'll make it extra spicy.
I got you, sir.
Yeah.
I got you.
फिर मेरे एक लड़की की आवाज आती है, कल बाथरूम में याद करेगा.
Dude, you're giving the customer what they want. What are you gonna do?
But you want it spicy? Yeah.
I got you.
We got you.
I got you. What's it called? Okay.
So so I worked in these kitchens for a while, and
were you
this is
paid?
This is just no. This is more like just starting up gig.
Okay.
Internship.
Okay, of course.
तो
एक्सपोजर के लिए कर ले.
एक्सपोजर के लिए कर ले. हाँ, अनपेड लेबर मिलेगा, बस एक्सपोज हो जाए आप.
हाँ.
खैर ये किया थोड़ा टाइम, फिर लेकिन existential crisis हो गया.
Of course.
I was like, I saw no future for myself in those because I couldn't find the right place to fit into. और मैं घर पे भी अजीब सा, मैं खुद भी personally I think
because you've just been through a loss.
Yeah,
and
man, and I think after and I didn't get the chance to take a gap year kind of thing because right after A levels I went for college.
Yeah.
College के बाद direct internships, work, and then I got back to Pakistan. And then I also tried to like do work, but then एकदम से मेरा ना वो हो गया.
बस हो गई.
Yeah.
You were talking about
gas का fucking मसला है यार यहाँ. It's just gas के ऊपर तो आओ ही नहीं ना. It's just terrible. Even I'm just glad that मुझे restaurant में gas का मसला नहीं because I'm on electric.
There you go.
Yeah, but अगर होता ना, it would have been shit.
Yeah, because no, I can't imagine it, dude. I cannot imagine it. Well, anyways, existential crisis. And you were.
This is. मैंने जब इस तरह का सारा माहौल देखा, I was like, यार, fuck, I'm screwed. मैं क्या करूँगा? And I didn't have the experience to start my own thing. सब लोग मेरे आसपास, they're like, चल यार मेरे साथ partnership कर, कुछ खोलते हैं. I'm like, fuck no, man. Because I knew in my heart, I was like, I'm not gonna do anything without any kind of prior experience or really diving into the thing.
Dude, it's not that easy, man.
It's not easy. You really need to be prepared.
And also people like
समझते ये बात.
Bro, people are literally देखो, they have money to spend, they have money to invest, whatever. They have money to invest, right? And they're just like, सारा काम तू कर लेना. भाई, you don't even know what सारा means. You know, सारा काम मैं कर लूँ क्या मतलब? पूरा restaurant में चला लूँ? आप क्या करेंगे?
Do it.
No, dude.
एक बंदे का काम है ही
नहीं, bro.
It's a team effort.
Absolutely.
And you need to have people who you trust. You need to have people who can follow the kind of ground rules that you set. Of course, there needs to be severe mentorship from people who are seasoned. You know, they're OGs in the field. Kind of thing.
Yes.
Because otherwise, फायदा नहीं है. There's no point.
No, bro.
You need to be, because even right now, if I think about opening my own place, I think about it like, हाँ ठीक है अभी time है.
Yeah.
I'll do it when I know when I do it, it's just gonna happen.
Inshallah.
just
But there are designs, you think?
Not yet.
No.
But of course, in the back of my head, subconsciously, kuch hoga.
Of course.
I just low-key just want to move to the mountains and have a cottage to myself with a kitchen and a small farm situation where वहीं से मैं सब्जी उतारूं और वहीं से दूध निकालूं.
हमें पता है क्या? I think it's our generation.
Yeah.
I think it's us. It's the millennials. क्योंकि मेरे साथ भी ये हाल है. And I'm not working anywhere near the service industry per se.
Yeah.
You know.
But you want a kind of detached life from
just
the
go away, dude.
urban circles से थोड़ा सा हट जाना.
Yeah, just go away, man.
Yeah.
I think we're burning our cognitive capital. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
I do. There are some days I feel so super burnt out और मेरे अंदर बिल्कुल हिम्मत नहीं होती and वही बात आती है, what is this worth?
Yeah.
But you gotta pull through, yeah.
Of course.
You have to imagine yourself as Sisyphus trying to push the boulder up the mountain.
Yeah, and I think वही वाली बात है ना, when Albert Camus said one must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Yeah.
I think what he was talking about was, the doing of your task is the purpose.
Yeah. You have to toil in your passion.
Yes. Or become passionate about your toil.
Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, but okay. Anyway, so you became, you developed that existential angst. What happens next? You go take a trip?
Yeah, I do. Take
Actually?
a trip. Yeah.
That's pretty cliched.
Yeah. But it was okay. So ये 2016 का time है.
Okay.
This is when the first time ना एक 420 meetup हुआ था. जब April 20th को ना
I have no idea.
So basically 420, everybody just around the world, they light up.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
right.
So this meetup thing happened and
light up their rooms.
Light up their rooms with lights and stuff.
With lights and neons.
Anyway,
and
so
stuff. Yeah.
I got मुझे भी कहीं Facebook पे या कहीं notification आया. I was like, this seems interesting. Let's just go to this thing and let's see what happens. So I met these people and they were all like either growing vegetables or having some kind of affiliation with vegetable dehydration and smoking. So so I became friends with them and then out of the blue, उस वक्त मैं भी बिल्कुल वेला था. बिल्कुल
You weren't finding work.
Yeah, घर पे I was just like being like a piece of shit, depressed person and just watching TV all day or probably reading something or
I mean there could have been an actual illness also there somewhere.
Perhaps.
Because the loss and
perhaps, yeah, it was a build up.
Yeah.
It was probably a collective fatigue.
Sure. Yeah. You didn't have the emotional bandwidth anymore,
So then तो फिर I became friends with these people and so they were like, अच्छा हम लोग कलाश फेस्टिवल जा रहे हैं. कलाश फेस्टिवल देखने.
वहाँ पे वेजिटेबल्स.
हाँ, वहाँ वेजिटेबल्स भी होंगी और हम लोग थोड़े से ना वो सिम कार्ड्स भी लेके जाएंगे एंड स्टफ. तो वो भी खाएंगे पिएंगे. I was like, okay, fuck.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Guess we're taking this trip.
So I was like, fuck, मुझे तो जाना है. And after a really long time, I stepped out of my comfort and fucking packed my bag with these people. I had no idea who they were. And मतलब एक दो दफ़ा ही मिला था ना. ये चाय ढाबे पे मिला था मीटअप पे.
Okay.
And I was like, let's do this.
You need it. You need that shit sometimes.
And we took the train and we went Islamabad पहुँचे. Islamabad से we took a bus to Swat. We spent some time there. Really, really beautiful PTDC in Miadam.
Yeah.
Beautiful place in Swat. Swat is super green. It's not like the other mountain places you see. वो बहुत हरा भरा है और वहाँ बहुत मतलब आँखें ठंडी हो जाती हैं इतना हरियाली देख के.
That's beautiful too.
Yeah. So we went there and then after that we took another bus or whatever to super low cost trip. मतलब हम लोग public transport ले रहे हैं.
Yeah.
So we somehow ended up in Kailash Valley. This is of course Chitral is a long way down because it's you have to cross. उस वक्त tunnel वनल कुछ भी नहीं था. you had to cross the Lowari Top, and the Lowari Top is an experience on its own.
Okay.
Because you have to imagine, you have to like fucking climb इस तरह पूरा आपको वाइंडिंग रोड लेनी है माउंटेन के ऊपर, टॉप पे रीच करके फिर नीचे उतरना है, so that you can like descend and get to the other place. उस वक्त टनल नहीं था. Now there's a tunnel.
Through it.
Yeah, through it.
Okay.
Through the mountain.
Okay.
But that was a surreal experience because imagine this, आप वाइंडिंग रोड देख रहे हो और जो बड़े बड़े ट्रक नहीं होते जो सामान लेके जाते, they feel like ants. You're looking down like fuck, ये तो भैंस बहुत छोटा लग रहा है. You're really high up.
यहाँ से अगर गिर गए तो.
And the craziest thing about Chitral is that when you're doing the ascent now, जब आप चढ़ रहे हो, you can actually, if you look at it perspective wise, you can actually see, okay, fuck, मैं पाकिस्तान में ना अब चढ़ रहा हूँ ऊपर altitude, और I can feel कि okay, fuck, मैं यूँ जा रहा हूँ और ये पहाड़ यूँ चढ़ रहे हैं. Insane. So I spent a lot of time with these guys. Initial मेरे I think 1.5 week I was with these guys. हम लोगों ने कलाश festival attend किया. Fucking awesome. मज़ा आया.
Yeah.
And we got to sample their mulberry water.
Of course.
Which was very, very nice and tasty. The locals were super hospitable.
Yeah.
And lots of interesting food. Of course, generic वही दाल कढ़ाई type, but their breads were really good.
Yeah.
So they have this thing called chapati. It's dense kind of wheat bread, and they bake it over tawa और वही आग.
चपाती का cousin.
चपाती का cousin. चपाती पतली होती है, जो हम चपाती जिसको कहते हैं वो पतली होती है.
हाँ.
वो चपोती होती है और वो मोटी होती है.
All right.
And it's really nice. Like I'll try
Dude,
to like.
I have a thing for bread, पता है? I have a thing for naans
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all sorts of bread. I don't know why.
Dude, bread is the source of life.
Okay, bread is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wheat वहाँ सारा local, वहाँ ही grown,
Yeah.
वहीं
dude,
processed,
natural
वहीं का
stuff.
the taste is different. Of course, if something is fresh, it's gonna taste good. That's what, as a cook, also you should aim for. Anybody else who wants to make good food, the ingredient should be fresh.
Sure.
And the ingredient, if you start off with a good ingredient, you'll end with a good result.
Yeah.
If you start off with a shit ingredient, your end result will be shit. It's the basic principle.
Pretty fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
Khair to, I went to the Kalash festival with these guys, and they were really, really fun group of people, full chill as fuck.
Yeah.
And, after we were done attending the festival, we came back to, Kalash is in, of course, you have to go separately up some places, and alag uska terrain bhi alag hai or whatever.
Same.
And then you have to come back to the town of Chitral, which is the town. Just a central town hota hai na, so the town connects to all these other villages.
Sure, okay.
So we came back to the town. हम लोग ना सब बस लेके टाउन में पहुंच गए, and मैंने and we're like, अच्छा, okay, let's grab a meal and stuff, and I was like, okay, fine. हम लोग खाना वाना खाया, and then these guys like, okay, now we're heading back to वही Islamabad, and we'll Peshawar, and then I think Islamabad, इस तरह का route था कोई. And then I was like, okay guys, see you. They're like, what, you're not coming with? I was like, no, I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
Really?
Then I just detached from that group. I was like, अच्छा, I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
By yourself?
By myself. I was like, मैं बस अब अकेले थोड़ा टाइम रहूँगा यहाँ.
You've done a lot of soul searching then, huh?
Yeah, मैं फिर उस वक्त I made an active decision कि बस I'm just gonna backpack.
Actual backpack.
करूँगा मैं. And it was scary, of course.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
But उस वक्त मेरे अंदर अजीब किस्म का एक courage आया हुआ था. I was like, fuck it, man. मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मर जाऊँगा मैं एक दिन.
Allah रहम करे, bro.
But it's
sure.
Fucking fuck it. Just let's just do this shit.
Yeah.
So वहीं मैं फिर in the town, I stayed at a motel, and at the motel I made a few friends there. Okay. Random fucking people, bro. Made a few friends, and I'm like, acha bro, I'm here from Karachi, or I want to explore, क्या सीन है तुम्हारा, what's your, he's like, मेरा गांव है इधर है, गांव बहुत आगे जाके. I was like, okay, can I stay with you? He's like, yeah, sure. I was like, wow, okay, awesome. So I randomly just bumped into this guy, and he was really nice and really kind, and he was also a fan of dehydrated herbs that are usually smoked or ingested, but you know.
Sure. Yes. Of course. Yes.
So he took me-
Mood augmentation is
Yeah.
is what he was a fan of.
keyword.
Yes.
तो अपने गांव ले गया मुझे, और मुझे वैसी ही ना एक वो थी कि बिकॉज आई एम अ स्टूपिड अर्बन पर्सन कि मेरा कोई गांव नहीं है. I was in search for a गांव for myself, so he took me to his गांव, and it was fucking far away, man. And कोई रोड नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, it's just पहाड़ हैं और नदियाँ बह रही हैं और it's avalanche or avalanche.
no.
It's like you know, how do you say? What's the thing? I'm forgetting the word. Landslides and
Still bad, dude.
yeah, it's still bad. But so this village is somewhere near the Torkham border,
Oh wow.
close to Afghanistan.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so I'm chilling there. I'm sorry, should I
It's okay.
put this
It's
on
okay.
silent?
Yeah, if you could. Yeah.
I will put this on silent. So
You're close to the border, dude.
yeah.
Super cold as well.
Yeah. Super. It wasn't summer time था तो
सही.
it wasn't that cold. रात को ठंड हो जाती थी.
Okay.
रात को ठंडा हो जाता था. But I spent some time there and I.
What's some time?
I think a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gone.
Yeah, gone. And I had to buy a Telenor SIM because वहाँ और कोई network नहीं चलता था.
Okay.
So I was just gone for a while. Was just. I'm sorry, I got distracted by my message because I
No.
kind of like read the notification.
Khair hai.
Anyway,
Khair hai.
yeah. So yeah, I spent some time there and just exploring the place, and it was nice.
Yeah.
It was super nice because I was बिल्कुल remote जगह में रह रहा हूँ. कुछ सुबह जल्दी उठता था and just walk around the area.
Did you have any internet?
I had I think वहाँ 3G था उस वक्त. 3G था या 2G था. हाँ 2 Edge था. Edge चल रहा था. Yeah,
nice.
Edge चल रहा था. So I had like basic internet.
Okay.
But only in a few places.
Sure.
Not everywhere.
Sure.
Sorry. So yeah. And of course, because I'm in the Hindu Kush mountain range, and you know where Kush originates from, and
Right.
I was curious to know because this is where it originates. What's the scene?
Mm-hmm.
So scene is bad. वो लोग मतलब छुप छुपा के हो रहा है सब कुछ,
Hmm.
लेकिन वहाँ काफ़ी like remote villages में इस तरह scene है, लेकिन it's not very out there. पहले
No.
वो जो story सुनते हैं वो hippie trail है और वहाँ लोग आते थे यूरोप से और अमेरिका से और चिल करते हैं और ये करते हैं और वो करते हैं.
वो अब नहीं
वो
है.
सीन नहीं था.
रोड बंद हो गया.
रोड बंद हो गया. तो ऐसा सीन नहीं था. And yeah, so this quest of mine kind of course alarmed a few people. They're like, what the fuck is this guy doing from all the way from down south आया हुआ है ऊपर और ये यहाँ आके इस तरह की बातें कर रहा है लोकल्स से और इस तरह की you know information निकालने की कोशिश कर रहा है. I even attended a random wedding also, which was awesome.
Of
I have
course.
pictures I can show you later.
To what?
And khair, so some people were you know they were tracking me down. They're like, ये थोड़ा सा shady लग रहा है बंदा.
Because you.
Of course अकेला बंदा shady लगेगा ना ये एकदम से.
Bro, all of a sudden you're just embedding yourself in this community. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? What are you doing
They're
there?
like, हाँ ये क्या करना चाह रहा है.
Hmm.
So they caught me.
Okay. Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
They'll catch
They
anyone.
caught me in the middle of the night while I was asleep, and luckily I had changed the SD card on my camera, so I put in another SD card so they couldn't like see much of what I was photographing. Which it wasn't that incriminating, to be honest. It was just fucking pictures of local birds and plants.
There is.
I mean, and the people also, and the places that I went to. That's it. It was just me journaling. मेरे पास डायरी भी थी, उसमें भी मैं पूरा लिख रहा था. And so these people, they held me for the night at the station, and they were like, सुबह आपसे बात करेंगे जो भी आएंगे, आप अभी यहाँ रात गुजारें. I was like, fuck. I didn't sleep all night because I was shit scared. I'm in the mountain like nowhere. I didn't know where the fuck they took me. And I was like, fuck, my mom's going to kill me.
that's your response. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But so yeah, I talked my way out of it. I was.
Well, I mean, you
in the
probably just
morning-
told them the truth.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I told them the truth. I was like, man, I was not trying to do anything. I'm just, I'm just like a fucking chutiya from Karachi trying to like explore and shit.
Hmm.
They're like, okay, fine. And then they let me go. But then I ran from there.
Yeah.
मैंने direct like अपना जो भी मेरा travel था वहाँ से direct I was in this place called मस्तूज वहाँ से पेशावर से इस्लामाबाद में एक रात दोस्त के घर गुजारी direct fucking flight to Karachi.
Do you
I
think?
was scared, man. I was
Of course,
fucking scared shitless.
Of course, I understand. But
उससे भी मुझे trauma काफी हो because in the middle of the night I'm like मुझे उठा के चंबे पड़े. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
see, what's the reason for
And
that?
I had Eno in my bag and they opened it. It's like, ये क्या है? It's Eno.
Dude, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. But again, sure, they were you were being conspicuous. Did that trip though? Did this whole episode offer you some kind of closure as far as your dadi passing away was concerned, and not being able to say goodbye to your life in France?
Perhaps, yeah. It
Yeah.
was in my life. It was a monumental kind of trip for me.
Calmed you down?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
It was my trip before trip. It was an
Yeah.
actual trip before the SIM card trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Understood. What's it called? But did you came back? Did it calm you down? Did
no, not really.
didn't calm
I
you down?
was kind of hysterical. Yeah, I was hysterical for a while, and I was. Pata nahi, it was a tough time for me also because I could see that the people around me, they're getting affected and they're getting kind of hurt, and I didn't have any control over it. I was just feeling just जैसे होता है ना mania हो रहा था यार.
I understand.
Just manic हुआ था मैं
Okay.
बिल्कुल.
And so what happens next?
Nothing after that. Just tried to like calm myself down and did all my whatever I thought it's just side projects जो कर रहा हूँ. I did that. I wrote a little bit of poetry. I
Cool.
did some photography. I did all those things, and then I started getting back into the grind. I was like, okay, you know what? बहुत हो गई बकचोदी, and let's get back into the game. I'm gonna start because मैं वहाँ भी trip पे even though I was detaching myself from the kitchen, I was like मुझे नहीं, I don't know, मेरा कोई future नहीं है, मुझे नहीं करना kitchen, I'll figure something else out. But even on my trip, I was looking at like wild herbs and shit. I was like, wild flowers.
This is interesting. Yeah.
ये क्या है? I'm asking the locals like these random. It's like आप क्या खाते हैं? Because they used to have this wild rocket salad, and it's in the middle of the mountain. They were दाल रोटी खा रहे हैं, wild rocket salad भी है, और इतनी amazing bread है, wheat. मतलब उनके बिल्कुल like 15 meters away wheat जो मैं खा रहा हूँ उग रहा है. So what if that is not what terroir in French they say the territory, that's what they focus on. Unka jo major culinary or cuisine focuses the terroir. So
Okay.
it's the territory where you are.
Okay.
उधर का क्या उग रहा है, क्या अच्छा है, क्या सीजन में, वही प्लेट पे होना चाहिए. It's just like
That's pretty cool, dude.
yeah.
That's pretty damn cool. They have it.
Yeah,
They have it.
Yeah, they have proper regulations for this stuff.
Yeah.
उनके proper जो villages हैं उनका they have जैसे कहते हैं ना AOCs like controlled अच्छा ये इधर ऐसे exactly इस तरह बनेगा ठक ठक it's like that. It's pretty streamlined. हमारा भी हो सकता है पाकिस्तान में जैसा अभी recently हुआ था I think किसी चीज़ का for rice I think rice का हुआ था quinoa का हुआ था I think. Perhaps I don't know much detail about this, but
yeah, I think that's fantastic, dude. I think that's truly interesting. So anyways, how then, okay, so now I think we're coming full circle. How then do you end up in your present position?
man, it's just time.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of time, and working in different kitchens, working with different cooks, learning from them. I'm really lucky. I'm very grateful that I've had excellent mentors on the way. Lots of good cooks,
Sure.
lots of good people who manage kitchens, and genuine people. Yeah, I got to learn a lot. मेरे बहुत से हैं mentors, जैसे right now the chef who's running Marcel's, वो भी he's a really really close friend of mine, and he's like one of my first friends in the kitchen industry.
Okay.
उन्होंने ही मुझे आराम से like without unknowingly kind of like started grooming me in the local industry के अच्छा ये scene है वो scene है. He's also mashallah he's well experienced, and he's one of my closest, you could say, like comrades.
Comrades.
Yeah.
Brothers in arms.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. So
and even like then uske baad I have I also worked with Zarian. I don't know if you know about Zarian. So Zarian is also also an excellent cook and an artist, क्योंकि जिस तरह वो फूड को परसीव करता है उस तरह उसने मुझे दिखाया कि यार और भी तरीके हैं. मैं तो ठीक है in a way I guess my strong point would be how to work with flavors.
Sure.
कि किसको किस तरह extract करना है, best position क्या है, किस तरह cook करना है, किस तरह marinate करना है, कितना देर किसको छोड़ना है. But sometimes the finishing the thing is also the art. Fine, cooking is the art, but to be able to plate it or to be able to present it. So in terms of that, Zarian is amazing.
Yeah.
He is.
Where does he work?
He is now doing his own thing. He used to have this restaurant called Kudu. ये होता था बुखारी पे.
I might have seen it.
Yeah. Good scene tha yaar. We worked there. We made some really really nice meals there for some people. It was nice.
Some really nice.
So he's also one of my ustads. Ustad का scene है kitchen में ना.
बिल्कुल है. I think there's this dichotomy of traditional knowledge versus technical knowledge. I think lots of these people, you can learn something from them, but they can't teach it to you.
Yeah.
You have to humble yourself.
Yeah. You have your own journey.
Sure.
Every cook has their own journey. और वो जहाँ भी पहुँचे जिस तरह भी पहुँचे वो उनके ऊपर ही है. लेकिन sometimes it's also being in the right place at the right time.
Sure. I think it more or less always is that. I mean, dero savero, वो तो एक और बात है. How much longer do you see yourself working in this current capacity? You're comfortable now, I think. Yeah.
Man, I am, but the question I've been asking myself these days is that what if I'm pushing myself too hard and in the longer run it adversely affects me? Because मैं physically भी अपने आप को अगर push कर रहा हूँ, mentally भी push कर रहा हूँ, maybe by the time I'm a little older, what if my body can't take it and I'll be like, fuck yaar, ye to...
Well, stress is a thing, dude. Stress will eat you.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing I'm worried about. Because I need a more healthy work-life balance, which I don't have.
Fair. We were just talking about this when we discussed कि हम जो है podcast जल्दी end करेंगे because you need to wake up in the morning.
जब नींद आ रही होगी, I think you did the first yawn.
Dude, I absolutely did the first yawn. Acha, I'll tell you why. So and I did want to bring this up with you. So, and it's beautiful that you said, you're like, I'm a chef, but like, I'll eat whatever.
Yeah.
We were up at 5 a.m. yesterday, and I haven't slept all of yesterday either.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like I said, right? We're great. We're, really taking care of ourselves.
You're super devoted, bro.
To what?
मतलब तुम 5 बजे से उठे हुए हो और अभी यहाँ भी मेरे साथ बैठे हुए हो.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
No, dude, listen,
awesome.
man. Listen.
I really appreciate that.
Dude, I appreciate it because here's the thing. Now, this is all we have.
Yeah, man.
This is all we have, man. Nothing else. Allah रहम करे सबके ऊपर. तो बहरहाल, तो I was and I went to Liari, man.
Wow.
Think about growing up. हम 2008, 2009, 2010 में we grew up here in Karachi.
Yeah.
Think about going to Liari.
Heavy.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
There was no explanation.
Yeah.
कि मम्मी या बाबा
No chance.
No, dude. Absolutely fucking
No
not.
chance.
And I'm just in Liari and, I'm just talking to the local people there. हमें shoot करनी थी वहाँ पे.
अच्छा.
Location थी, उस पे shoot करनी थी हमें. I'm just talking to the local people there. वो बोल रहे हैं अभी हाँ नाश्ता सुबह के 5 बज रहे हैं bro. And they're just in a good mood. They're like क्या खाओगे नाश्ता खाओगे क्या पराठा खाओगे चाय पियोगे मैं बोला नहीं मैं intermittent fast करता हूँ. Looked at me like I was some weak thing. Like, right. And then it proceeds to feed my friends and everyone. Alhamdulillah. But it's so that culinary tradition जो आपने पहले ही बोला when you know alluded to your grandmother, that culinary tradition is a tradition of love. You know, it's a tradition of communication. You communicate through your food, right?
Yeah.
Do you think in the pretense of our bourgeoisie, I keep calling them bourgeoisie, in the pretense of our elites, you think that communication is lost? Because I can't imagine you're not trying to do it. You're not trying to communicate. You are, you know, but are they receiving? Are they receptive? Because if they're not receptive, there's no way you can give it to them.
Most people are receptive, but of course यार categories है ना हम कराची में भी रह रहे हैं ना there's just like you said कि एक elite है और एक elite की elite है
सही
वो I guess उन पे it probably falls on deaf ears or kind of lost in kind of something
yeah
because बहुत अमीर लोग हैं कराची में
dude
crazy अमीर लोग
yeah man
and you know उनका कभी कभार नज़ला सर्विस इंडस्ट्री पे ही गिरता है जाके कभी
Really?
of course man of course it's a thing this kind of privilege जैसे trying to just you know we have a walk-in system there's no like reservation or anything so of course there are people who will be like यार हम इसको जानते हैं हम उसको जानते हैं just कर दो ना यार हम लोग वेट तो नहीं करेंगे I'm like यार ठीक है but करना पड़ेगा
yeah but you know like how are you threatening us you know मैं क्या करूँ
ऐसे बहुत से लोग आते हैं they're like oh yeah we know the owner and so I was like
what am I supposed to do dude
Yeah,
like I
man.
can't cook this shit faster you know
yeah we're trying to run an operation here like,
yeah
but I don't know yaar I try to not let these things get to me but this is a whole other animal in terms of if we speak about our society and क्या हो रहा है या किस तरह के लोग हैं या whatever मैं again circling back 97 ठीक है 97 ठीक
Alhamdulillah,
है
yeah,
no matter what their background is जितने भी कोई अमीर ज़ादे हो जाएं उनका इखलाक जो है ना end of the day if it's good
it shines through
that's what it is
that's it
आप अगर कोई बदतमीज़ है या किसी को दूसरे का वो ख्याल नहीं है या एक अक्कड़ है ना तो आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते वो मेरे जॉब भी नहीं है उसकी मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी नहीं है कि उसको मैं ठीक करूं या उसके अंदर उलझूं
नहीं dude
मतलब
नहीं
just अब ठीक है you want some food just take it and fuck off
leave
just
me alone
fuck right
just
off.
leave alone
Yeah.
leave me alone because that's the thing no the kind of wanton privilege and the weaponization of it you know with the guards and the VIP
guards
culture
bro guards का भी बहुत it's हाँ guards का scene है
right I mean you really just want them to leave you alone and that's sad
man I've had fucking a mobile called on me because you know
because what
ऐसे ही बस पीटने आए थे
क्यों
बस ऐसे ही बस के आप लोग अपना आपको समझते क्या हैं and stuff like that
तो हजरत मैंने किया क्या
it's just forget it I want to get into it but I'm just saying that bullshit happens on a reg
on a reg
yeah
but we've you know the people listening to this they know where you work we're not going to mention it for obvious reasons right but they know where to find you
they probably most of the people don't even recognize me right now because मैंने हमेशा mask पहना हुआ था
that's right
so they probably don't know who
but dude I'll tag you now tag you on the Instagram I'll be like yeah boy apna and I'll make short clips and stuff and then it'll be good do you because of the proliferation of the social medias do you ever consider going that route maybe having your own show on TV or on social media
I don't know if I'll be good in that kind of setting
too chill you think
I don't know पता नहीं perhaps I might but
Okay.
I would like to have a cooking show which is I don't know I've thought about this I have some notes
Okay.
but
maybe after the podcast
perhaps
maybe after the
perhaps
podcast,
more like a open thing
Yeah.
there is like a I don't know. It should be something authentic and something
Sure.
close to me and what I want to do. Not
Of
like,
course.
"Acha hasbe zaika dal de
This
naazreen"
makes
type.
money.
No.
No. Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
you know.
Dude, but you know what? I think I will, and this might be what brings this this conversation full circle. So I'm obviously preoccupied with content creation and just
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
making content and making it proper and palatable and all, at the same time being authentic to myself and all
Yeah.
those things. Say, Allah Reham
You're
karne
doing a
wala
good job, man.
hai. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But I just trying. Allah Reham karega. And I, you know, we were doing a cursory search on YouTube, and we're like, okay, what is the best shit on YouTube in Pakistan? Right? Well, obviously, we're thinking of a few names, right? We're thinking Irfan Jadeja, we're thinking Muru, we're thinking these guys, we're thinking young stunners, we're thinking people who are just like, you know, they're on our minds 24/7. These are the people, right? Hassan Rahim now, yeah? Hassan Rahim, or these guys, Talal or Faris
Yeah.
Shafi, you know?
Talal is fucking cool, by
He's
the way.
fantastic.
I've met him.
Yeah.
Once he stopped by the restaurant. And
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he is, man.
Super
He's
chill.
super cool. I've never met him, but yeah, I've heard.
Super cool.
The mutuals,
Man,
right?
it was, yeah.
Or whatever, right? No, sir. On YouTube, there's this channel. I'm not talking shit. I am not talking shit, but no production value. They're making videos with their phones, right? And 15 million views, dude. On what?
Amazing.
Street food.
Wow.
Street food in Karachi. That's it. So, and they just literally, with the phone, this dude's not giving you a voiceover. He's not explaining what's going on. This other dude's just cooking. And then he's serving. That's it. 15 million views.
Amazing.
Right?
That's authentic as fuck.
I mean, I don't know what's more authentic than that, right? I just don't understand it. And in my mind, I was like, we have such a problematic relationship with food because, you know, our cuisine, what we eat, it's everything. It's a status symbol. It's a symbol of opulence or you know, a haves and have not. So I don't know. I think you occupy such an interesting space because you are that for the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel over the fence though. Most of the time, I feel over the fence that on one side of my fence, there are all these people that you speak of, the bourgeoisie and the elite.
Yeah.
And there's on one end where it's just us, the proletariats.
You think we're the proletariat, dude?
I am terribly blue collar, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm
You
there,
have to
I'm
be. You
grinding,
have to be.
I'm-
Yeah, you
I'm-
have to be.
I'm still hustling, you know.
Yeah.
I'm one with the boys, and you know, it's just how it is.
Yeah.
ठीक है, I come from a privileged background.
Alhamdulillah.
मेरे पास वो education है या मेरे parents के पास वो financial resources थे कि वो मुझे भेज सके, मैं पढ़ सका. लेकिन you know, now I have to make whatever it is of myself.
Yeah, dude.
With whatever
and
I
you,
have.
And you work with your hands. You
Yeah,
know?
I work with my hands.
I don't know if there's anything.
And yeah, I think a lot of people. I think I'll publicly apologize to people if I don't answer calls because I work with my hands.
Yeah.
And they're dirty.
yeah, they're dirty and you know you're working all the time.
Yeah.
Mashallah say. But anyways, dude, I think this is a good place to end this podcast.
Yeah.
I think it was great that you came on.
Thanks for having me,
Dude,
man.
come
Honestly,
back
this
whenever.
was super. When you reached out, I was like, yaar, acha, this is really cool. I want to do it. But I was like, yeah, fuck man. Because आजकल ना December का इतना rush चल रहा है ना, Christmas or New Year's की वजह से सब लोग आए हैं.
Of course.
Decemberistan is on.
Yeah.
So
Keep
everybody's like, मतलब rush लगा हुआ है.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, when will we be able to do this and stuff? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna. जैसे कल when I texted you, I was like, बस मिलेंगे.
Bro, I was not expecting that. ना मैंने वही बोला मैं यार मुझे अपना दिन बता मैं कल रात आ रहा हूँ. Yes, that's what I like to hear, man.
Yeah.
You know, let's do that.
Yeah, man. मुझे करना था. I wanted to get out of my routine जो बस मेरा routine चल रहा है. I was like, fuck it. मैं बस आ जाऊंगा तुम्हारे पास and let's see what happens.
Yeah, but dude, this is it, man. You know, and I hope that you come back whenever you feel like it. And
sure, man.
Because it's always open, inshallah.
For sure, thanks.
And मैं बता रहा हूँ, we'll do one with like maybe Ali Sumro. You know Ali Sumro?
Yeah,
you
of
know
course.
Ali Sumro, right? Om Nam Zilla.
Ali Sumro, my arch nemesis.
Oh, is he? Is he?
No, he's not. He's a really good friend of mine. And,
Yeah.
I often cook for him. And
Yeah.
he's one of my special
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the thing. We're talking all this shit. I've yet to have a meal.
Bro, stop. by.
I will. Of course. Inshallah.
I invite you.
Dawat
दे रहा हूँ.
Dawat hai. Dawat e khazana. Eh?
दावत दे
Is
रहा
that
हूँ
even
मैं. And
fucked up
But
Urdu?
I would. You're around, right? So you know what? I'll tell you a day when it's nice and chill.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
I can give you the full.
Dude,
service.
absolutely. मैं सिर्फ
I
ये
would
बता-
like that. I would like that.
I think that'd be awesome. I just think कि मैं because I just let you know right now मैं intermittent fast करता हूँ, so I can only have one meal.
Cool.
So I'll save all my calories
When do you have this meal, by the way?
रात में. अभी तक खाना नहीं खाया मैंने.
मैंने भी नहीं खाया.
अब हम मंगाएंगे Domino's like a bunch of idiots. Like look at gourmet chef and me eating Domino's. Munchies.
Yeah.
Anyhow, dude, please Instagram. Do you have a YouTube?
I don't.
Okay, we'll talk about that. We need to talk about that.
Okay, fine.
But Instagram अपना कर दो. Plug.
Fine. क्या plug?
Just say what's your Instagram?
It's Asad Monga, AsadMonga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Twitter?
No
No Twitter. Okay.
Or I do have a Twitter, but I don't remember the Twitter handle. I don't use it.
Yeah.
Dude, too many social media accounts is like nauseating. So I just do Instagram, which is more friendly.
Friendly and it's good for chefs.
Yeah, it's great for me. I get a nice visual. I like having that kind of scrapbook feel.
Yeah, dude.
So I like that.
Yeah. All right. Asad Monga, Kazi Akbar.
Kazi Akbar, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.